Tilburg, Eindhoven, Helmond, Deurne,
20 minutes begun.
Bos, Zevenum, Vlering en met ons eigen Venlo. Dames en heren, het volgende station is Rotterdam Centraal.
The default settings of this camera is that it records each 20 minutes. So unless I stop it, it will keep recording till 20 minutes. Then it will save the file and begin with another file. See, it's a good thing because it will prevent the SD card from crashing. The SD card from crashing. I have an SD card of 32 gigabytes, so I can record a lot of hours on this. I still have about 306 minutes left. That's about 60, 20 hours. That's about 5 hours I still have left on the recording time. We're in Rotterdam again. There's my jacket. Okay. Good. I'll basically let the camera stand like this and it will record I will record the environment. I pray to the Most High that this area will remain either empty or that very few people will come here. But I believe it also will happen because, as I mentioned before, there aren't many people traveling with the trains this weekend to the Netherlands. So, meanwhile, these, I'm going to show something. I don't know what this is. Probably something I've received from the Bruna. The Bruna is a store, a Dutch store. It's this little thing. Well, here it is. These are stamps. No, not stamps. This is the wrong English word. These are seals. You see, if you want to mail a letter or a package, they call it snail mail because it takes for a while. Modern day email goes within a few seconds or a few minutes. But as you know, in previous ages, till the ancient times, mail was transported with chariots, with ships, because you didn't have any electronic mail. There are still people using the traditional mail. I do it from time to time. It's fun. And you need to buy these. It's these guys. I'm a little bit confused. In Dutch they are called postzegels. A zegel is a Dutch word for seal in English. But I also believe they are called stamps. But anyway, you need to place one of these on the envelope and then they will send it. This is basically the currency of the mail company, the post company. I'm posting some letters these days, so that's why I have these. A friend of mine just recently posted a snail mail to Japan. He posted some food, that's why he had to fill in a form and glue the form to the back of the envelope. Well, I don't have to do that. But then guys, I want you guys to think for a moment. Some of you that are older than 30 might remember the time that you needed to post mails. That mails didn't arrive within a few seconds. If I post a letter now in the Netherlands for example, from Amsterdam to Maastricht, it might take 2 days or 1 day before it arrives. If I want to post a letter or a package from here to Korea, it will take about 11 days with the present day technology. Because the post office that receives the package or the letter also has to find out where the address is and need to pay people to bring the package or the envelope to the right address. See, so it's a real industry. Even today, it's a busy industry. You see, the post, the mail delivery system that we have today is also derived from the Greco-Roman mail delivery system that they had in ancient times. If you remember, the New Testament has about, I believe, around 60% of the New Testament exists out of the epistles written by the Apostle Paul, by Peter, and also by Jude, I believe. And what was basically happening was the following. Let's say you lived in Athens and you wanted to send a mail to someone in Rome. What you would do is you would pay some money to the post office. You'll write the right address down, the right individual for whom it is, and the post office would send some chariot and some ship, a chariot to a nearby harbor, and from the harbor they would sell the package to the captain of the ship, and the captain of the ship would transport the package to Italy, and in Italy it will be transferred to the local harbor chief, as they call it, and he would receive it as a post package, and he would take that post package and give it to the local post office, and from there it would also be sent further to the right address in Italy. The whole process would take about 2 weeks or 2.5 weeks from Athens to Rome. And that's the shortest route. If you wanted to send a letter, for example, from ancient London, which was called Londinium, you see, then you had to wait for about, if you want to send a letter from ancient London to, for example, Jerusalem, then you had to at least expect a period of 60 days or 70 days before it arrived. The post, the mail delivery system was efficient, and it was quick and speedily for that time, for the technology they had in their time, but it was quite slow. And so if politicians would interact with each other about politics, it would also take that long. Now guys, I want you to think about something else now. If it took that long to send mail messages throughout the Roman Empire, and this was on the Roman Empire, it was also in other parts of the world, okay? If you lived in ancient Africa, Africa had states in the west and also in the south, but in Africa they mostly lived in chiefdoms, in small tribes. If a tribe in Ethiopia wanted to send a message to a tribe near the Niger River, then it would also take a long time. So if the Native Americans, the Native Indians wanted to send a message from the Mayans towards the Indians in ancient New York, it would also take a while. It would take about 1 month, for example. So in the ancient world, you see, till the colonial phase, till the 1500s, you know, traveling was very expensive. Traveling was very, or you could travel on your own. That was possible, but it was very risky. And communication was, you didn't have direct communication like today. So it makes you wonder, why didn't the ancient Romans invest more in their infrastructure? See, I'm going to draw something now. And the drawing is not to show my drawing skills, but to point something out. Just hold on, I'm going to put these away. This is Rotterdam Lombardije, and I used to live around here during my childhood. It was a horrible time, so I'm glad those times are over. Hold on, people. I'm picking up some paper. Yes, I have a paper here. By the way, if you want to check my drawings, you can check my Deviant profile. It's rashido.deviantart.com. Rashido with double D. Wait, let me get a pen. If I have a pen around here. Or a pencil. Hold on. Meanwhile, I'll let you guys enjoy the site. This is Station Barendrecht. Now we'll arrive at a more agricultural side of the landscape. I took the camera off the charger, so now I can fully turn it around. Going about 110 miles an hour, 110 kilometers an hour now, I believe, so that's a bit quicker. But the trains aren't allowed to make enormous speed here in the Netherlands. Yes. That's the point. To draw something now. I'm teaching you guys something, so be patient. We're higher above the sea level at the moment. It's good.
Goedemiddag, het consultation wordt zo meteen Dordrecht. Na Dordrecht gaat deze intercity dan door naar Breda, Tilburg, Eindhoven, Helmond, Deurne, Horst, Scheveningen, Blerik en Venlo. Dames en heren, kunt u nog eventueel overstappen voor de richting Roosendaal of voor de trein in de richting van Gorkum? Station Dordrecht.
This is Zwijndrecht. I'll go right left. Okay. There's a bridge coming now, so yes, we're ready on this. That's Dordrecht over here. Very old city. It was also a very important city during the Dutch Reformation. And it's here that Calvinism was adopted as the state's religion of the Republic, the United Dutch Republic. So let me place the charger back. Okay, going to replace this over here. It's about 41%. Okay, so take it out. Push this over here. Good. Now I can charge further. Yes, it's in. As I mentioned before, there aren't many people traveling with the train during the weekend. Anyway, this is what I've drawn, and let me explain it. You guys know this sign, right? It's the yin-yang symbol. At least that's the Chinese name of it. It was adopted in China during the 1100s as the symbol of the Han Empire. And the Joseon dynasty of Korea adopted it also as their national symbol. But this is an ancient Greek symbol and has to do with duality. And I'm going to explain that now. You see, ancient Greek philosophers, they had this. Continue to watch the other parts of this series because I'm continuing explaining this. Okay, but the ancient Greeks had this system of